up, YouTube? It's I Stay Rick, and you're bringing you a gameplay from MLB the Show. Now, I want to bring up a couple ideas to you. Starting to think I might want to do something called Trippy Topic of the Day as we swing at a ball here. Today's Trippy Topic of the Day I picked up in my MIS class, which is a Management Informational Systems. And for those of you who don't know, I'm a student at Washington State University. What we talked about was Moore's Law. Now, for those of you who don't know, Moore's Law is the amount of transistors in a computer, so like the data, like the hardware doubles every 2 years, and the computer shrinks at the same rate. And all that increases the speed. So the speed of the computer doubles every 2 years. So imagine this, your phone, your computer, your PlayStation, all that stuff, the data and all the hardware in there, the speed will double in just 2 years' time. Now, to give you guys some perspective, if that same rate of change happened in cars and planes, you could book a flight from here in the United States, more specifically Washington, to Paris for 12 cents, and you would get there in an hour. Gas would be 12 cents a gallon, but it would be cheaper to buy a new car than it would be to buy the gas, because cars would cost about $20. Now, I don't know about you, but that just amazes me. That blows my mind, because for those of you who don't drive, gas is really expensive, and what's even more expensive than gas is the cars you put them in. Now, college, there's some pros, there's some cons, and I personally think the pros outweigh the cons. I love everything about going to school where I go to school. Some of the pros are, my girlfriend comes here with me. I have a lot of friends here. I'm in a fraternity, and just the overall environment here is just out of this world. And it's this big community, about 25,000 students in the middle of nowhere, and it's awesome. Some of the cons are, I miss my family, my dad, my sister, my mom, and all of them. I miss a lot of my friends. I don't get to see very many of them very often. So, all in all, I do still get to see them, but I get to experience this here first. Now, this is absolutely ridiculous. I smacked this clear out to the wall, but this guy only manages to get to third, so I'm left hung out to dry. So right here, I decide maybe I'll juke the guy out. Nope. All right, so that turns out to be a double. Crazy turn of events. All right. This at bat, let's see what happens. All right, I guess fastball on the outside, I guess right, and I rip one right at the shortstop, but he happens to bobble it. Now, this scores as a base hit, but I have a history of baseball, and I know any single person keeping score of us, they would definitely call that an error. All right, here I always like to get an extra step off, purely because it just gives me an extra step. Might be able to nab another base when the guy gets a hit, but he strikes out here. All right, so we got a 1-1 count, 2 outs. We're down by, or 1 out. We're down by 2. We really, really need to move this runner over. Hopefully this guy can get me over. Right now, I'm playing Road to the Show, like I said. I'm at the AAA level as this guy happens to ground out and roll into a... No, he did not roll into a double play, but he left me hung out to dry. Anyway, Road to the Show. Right now I'm in AAA. I'm batting a little over 400 with, I think, 12 home runs. Just trying to work my way up to the majors, and doing this is definitely not going to help as I ground out to the shortstop. All right, so we do happen to lose that game, so I decided, hey, I'll play another one, and I come into pinch hit in the top of the ninth, and I call a timeout. I'm coming in cold. I have no idea what this guy's throwing, so I look to see what pitches he has, and he throws an 86-mile-an-hour fastball. Now, hopefully, he throws one right down the middle, like he did there, hanging curveball, but I did not jump on it. Definitely regret that. I guess fastball on the outside, see if he's going to try and catch me off guard, maybe make me get late, but no, he tries to jam me instead. Throws it inside, I don't bite. All right, so I guess change up down low, because maybe he just wants to change up speeds. Once again, catch me off guard. And he throws a pitch right down the middle of the plate, and I ground out to the second baseman, and we go on to lose this game as well. All right, so first at bat, let's see if we can get something going. We're on a 2-game losing streak. We really need my help. I guess fastball on the outside, guess it right, and I rip one right into left field. Great way to start off the game. 1 pitch, 1 hit. Now, for those of you who didn't play baseball, usually you shouldn't swing at the first pitch. You want to be able to get a feel of what the pitcher's going to be throwing at you, but with that, you really can't hold up. Once again, I like to get a little extra step, and he happens to pick me off. He expected it. God, that is not the way you want to end the first inning. Completely kill momentum before we can get anything going. Alright, coming up for our second at bat here. Gets fastball on the outside again, but then I decided he gets changeup just because we have a couple of people on base. And he does happen to throw a changeup, but I happen to ground out to the third baseman, throws over to second. That's the end of the inning. Once again, leaving the guys stranded out in scoring position, that is not how we win ball games. Down by one, we got runners on second and first. One out. I guess changeup below again. Maybe he wants me to ground one out. But he throws a fastball up high, which completely catches me off guard. I continue to guess changeup below because, for those of you who don't know, a low off-speed pitch typically will lead to a ground ball, which would get him out of the inning here. I guess right. He threw it way out of the zone. Did not get me to bite. So like I said, I keep on guessing because if it's not a changeup, if it's a curveball, it's still an off-speed pitch. And I happen to foul out one down the left field line into the stands. All right, 2-1 count, definitely a hitter's count here. Need to wait for my pitch. Try and hit a gap here, score one, possibly two guys. Gets the changeup down low again. He throws a fastball. I rip one into left field, but the left fielder happens to be right under it. End of the inning. Oh, no, sorry, there was one out. Could not score the guy off second, though. So come in here, bottom of the eighth. Really need to get something going. New pitcher. I want to see what he has. He's got an 80-mile-an-hour slider and a 90-mile-an-hour fastball. That makes things tough. So naturally, I guess slider first pitch. Sliders are typically thrown inside. He catches me off guard with a fastball a little early on it. And I ground up to the second baseman. And that would be my last at-bat of the game. All right, thank you guys for watching. Sorry I couldn't bring you guys a win today. Went 0 for 3. I will see you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching.